Let's get back in here, though.
Yes. So we are in here with some new people and our friend, Bella the BMET.
Hi, Bella.
Yes. So we are here with our esteemed colleagues. I'm sure many of you have heard of Bella. She is Jennifer Chesta's creation.
Yes.
So why don't you introduce yourselves first?
Okay.
And then we'll get into what all this is.
Yes. So I am Jennifer Chester, as she said before, and I am the author and creator of Bella the BMET. I'm also the director of Next Gen Tech Mom's Mobile Discovery Museum, and I'm just happy to be here. And this is my father, who's also my business partner.
Yay.
So you can introduce yourself, Dad.
Thank you so much. We want to thank you both for the opportunity to be here and share a little bit of our journey with Next Gen Tech Mom and with Bella the BMET. I am a 34-year career federal law enforcement officer.
Well, thank you for your service.
We are so pleased to be able to deliver content that's meaningful to children, both underserved and children in our community. Give them a little bit to think about. Not all children are built to bounce a basketball or kick a soccer ball. So we want to create some options for kids to get interested in technology early, give them some basic fundamentals and some real hands-on skills.
Fantastic.
Well, and then before we transition to Bella, you also work full-time as a BMET on top of everything you do, right?
I do, absolutely. I currently work for Intelas. I am a BMET 3 for them, and I work covering the ACS clinics on the outside of Harris Health Hospital System. So I'm still working full-time as a BMET and running the Bella the BMET thing, and
Empire.
as well as
Yes, the Empire. It's like taking over.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us a little bit what you brought here in the mobile museum? Because you, so for those of you that aren't aware, we had a high school discovery day for HTM.
Yes.
And Jennifer brought an entire mobile museum of all different fun. So why don't you just kind of explain the mobile museum, what it is, what Next Gen Tech Mom is,
absolutely,
and how Bella fits into all of it.
And I believe we may have a few pics of the mobile museum, so you guys just cut those in
Yes.
when you can get those up if we have them. So
yeah.
Thank
So the Next Gen Tech Mom Mobile Discovery Museum is just an opportunity to get kids involved in technology in fun ways. I was saying earlier that I used to be able to be in science fairs and things when I was in one school system, and when I moved to another, they stopped doing those things, and it created a loss of confidence and interest in some of those things. So I thought it would be a great idea to introduce the technology and things like that to the kids so that they can remain interested and remember that there's fun and that there's light at the end of the tunnel. It's not all book science and, all of that. So that they still work hard at it, but also know that there is some fun stuff to look forward to.
absolutely. So we saw the other day that you, at the event you were speaking of, you had the tables set up and the kids were playing with these things.
Yes.
They were playing with this device. They had another device that looked like I think you were running that station, little car that would react in different ways to different commands or signals that you set out there. So what are you trying to get them in these sort of initial introductions when you have the mobile museum out there and they're really learning by playing?
Right, absolutely.
What are you trying, what's the key takeaway you're trying to get into them, into their little heads before they walk away from the table?
So really, I just like the game that we created. It's actually a hospital. We have a coding board that we've created that makes it into a hospital. And the whole idea is that you have to get the robot to the different devices and then back to the biomed shop. And it's just a problem-solving situation. Each one of the color tabs, they mean something different to the robot. So they have to figure out what that means to the robot and then how to get them where they need to go. So it's just introducing some problem-solving and how to solve problems without creating problems, right? So
Always the key.
And I love how
Don't make it worse.
And I love how you even had an inspector on the board. So if they
Yes.
messed up, they ended up hitting the inspector, which no one wants to see.
right,
so.
exactly.
It's like an owie or something.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So what is this you have in the studio with us now? What's this little laptop?
So this is my Crow Pie. This is one of the things that we use in the Mobile Children's Museum or the Mobile Discovery Museum. And it has several applications on here.
Yeah, can we fire fire it up?
I'm gonna,
Well,
I'm gonna
it's
hold it
not
up for the
plugged up
camera.
right
Yeah,
now.
I'm gonna hold it up
Okay.
for the camera.
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't
plugged
think
up
I
right
got an angle
now,
there.
but it has several sensors and diodes and buttons, and they actually use it to learn either Python or microbit or Scratch, and it gives step-by-step instructions on how to make all of that stuff work. So it's not just teaching them the Scratch program, but it's actually showing them that when you do the code, there's an action and a reaction, right? So
Right.
once you do the code, you make the lights light up, or you make the fan turn on, or you make,
And
the sensors
everything
active.
from there is
Yeah.
just complexity.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
Hopefully,
Because
hopefully
once
it
you
doesn't
get the
blow up in the
systems
process
thinking-
or anything.
Exactly, absolutely.
So this is a family business then.
Yes.
It is,
It is,
yes.
yes.
How do
And
you
I
guys
didn't
divide
realize
and
that till
conquer?
this weekend. I had no idea it was a family business.
Yeah,
I
tell
think
us a
it's
little
even
bit about
more
the business. I
endearing.
mean, do you travel together? I mean, how does it work?
Yes, so my dad is my operations guy. He helps me behind the scenes, making sure that all of my technology and stuff is up to par and that we get it out on the floor for the kids and that it's working and operational, right? And I mean, we talk about it all the time. We try to develop new things for the kids, and I just love it because my dad has always been my inspiration. So it's like a pass down. He's inspired me, and now I get to share that inspiration with the rest of the community, with other kids. So
And you're a proud papa.
Yes, I am. I'm extremely proud of the work that Jennifer's doing and the work that Next Gen Tech Mom is doing.
Yeah.
It's her vision, and as a father, I'm so proud of the legacy. The things that she's doing now, we hope that will carry on to our, not only through her, but through our grandchildren, who are also integral in the family development, in the development of the family business. So we have 2 grandchildren,
Ah.
and they help us teach classes. They help us load out. And they're really becoming familiar with the framework of Next Gen Tech Mom.
yes.
And they're growing with the company.
Fantastic.
So
Wow.
we're just hoping that, and just living it day by day. We're hot washing a lot of the things that Jennifer put out. I'm so extremely proud of the books that she's written, and also the new class that's being offered. We've been doing a deep dive into artificial intelligence
Yes.
for the last 3 or so years since it became pretty prominent within the public sphere. And so we've been doing a deep dive, and maybe Jennifer can tell you a little bit more about the class we're offering. And
Yeah, so our newest class that we've added to the mobile museum, because they get an hour of class as well, is the AI superheroes. So they actually get to build out their own prompt to create their own superhero and then tell the story, of their superhero. And we want to try to build in a social responsibility with using AI, showing them how you're solving problems with AI versus causing problems. So, yeah.
There
So
you
is that
go.
where your book comes from with all the superheroes? How?
So actually, this is Bella and the Big Fix Biomeds, Wired for Greatness. And Bella is kind of a superhero in this book. So she is the only one that can hear the machines talking. So she gets hit
I want the
with
movie
a
rights.
blast.
I want the movie rights. Let's talk after. Come on.
Yeah. So she runs into an ultrasound machine that's kind of sassy. She is a Southern Belle, and she's got teddy bear fuzz on the inside of her, and she's got to troubleshoot that, and as well as other devices with different personalities. And she's the only one who can hear them, but she's able to solve their problems, and then in turn, they're also helping her solve some of her own problems. So.
What an
Wow.
amazing storyline.
Yeah.
That's so endearing and like to children to really think through that way, that she can only hear them, like really putting the problem statement, but then doing the teddy bear fuzz that would relate
Right.
to children, which I hope we
Right.
never find in real life in an
Right.
ultrasound, but it really shows. I mean, I just think you were one of the most inspiring people I've ever
thank
met,
you.
like just to like create a dream and create a reality. And then, you talked about legacy, right? And, for your family business, I'm sure there's that legacy, but there's a legacy of every child you touch
Right.
and talk to. And then those children, it's like you never know the impact you're going to leave. And I'm
Right.
sure there are kids that leave there and like, this is what I want to do. And, measuring your impact, they're so young, but I'm sure your reach is so much further than you would ever imagine. And you're creating that because then one child talks to another, and then Bella's really cool. Like, Bella's in my house. I told you, my daughter loves the book.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
she's such a fan of Bella. And, you know, and it's going everywhere to libraries, and you know,
Right.
you're really leaving a legacy just beyond your family.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that I'm able to touch somebody's, you know, the children out there. I'm sorry, and really introduce them to something different, introduce them to new things, and then make sure that they keep that fire for the technology as well. So
And
it's-
making it fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
And the problem-solving skills, just the way you're teaching kids to think.
right.
We hope they'll come into this field, but if they don't, that's going to serve them well anywhere they go.
Yes, I mean,
Right.
coding
Anywhere they
can
go.
go even further than just HTM. Obviously, we want them to do HTM,
Right.
but you're opening many pathways. So, if I were a teacher and
Yes.
wanted you to come with your mobile museum to talk to my class,
Yes.
is that something how does that work?
So I have on my website, they can actually just fill out a form and book it. And I come out and I give them an hour-long class. And then also I give them an opportunity to have the kids get involved with the mobile museum. And that's just everything. Like you saw that I had laid out just the robots and the crow pie and the 3D modeling station. So they're just able to just kind of freely see what's out there and give it a try, you know, just
That's
see
great.
what they're interested in. So
When we saw the pictures earlier, we're cycling while you were talking.
Yeah.
There's some very happy kids.
Yes, they're very happy.
I don't think you're
I
having
was
to force
happy
this on
seeing
them.
it,
Yeah.
so,
Well, I told you that the one kid had the robot kept chewing on my
he
foot.
kept hitting him. Yeah, he kept driving it into Robert.
I
It was
said, what
really-
I do to you? Is this intentional?
Yeah.
Or he kept sending the drone after me. I was sort of scared.
Right,
So.
they love the
Well, how
Robo
do you mentioned the website? How do folks find the website? How do
Yeah,
they
what
get
is
in
your
touch with you?
website?
Okay, so it's www.nextgentechmom.org.
Okay.
And you will be able to find all things Bella and all things Mobile Discovery Museum there.
Fantastic.
Perfect. And are you just
Absolutely.
local to Houston right now to do this, or do you travel anywhere?
Actually, I am willing to travel anywhere. I'm going to North Carolina in October for a lead girls event to teach girls from sixth grade all the way to 12th grade, and I'll be bringing the mobile museum to that. So,
Fantastic.
so I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to share this with all of the kids everywhere if I can. I want to try to, you know, get out to as many as I can.
Well, and we would love to have you bring it back in Denver. And we're happy
Absolutely.
we'll provide you a table, and you can plan to be there all
Absolutely.
weekend
I love
on
that.
us.
Absolutely.
So yes.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're making us Texans look good. I like it. That's my hometown, Houston.
All
so
right.
Yeah.
you guys are representing. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
He's just
Thank
a little
you.
jealous because everyone that's been in here today has ties to Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Finally, he
Oh.
found a connection.
There you
Right.
go. Yeah, we have the coolest stuff.
Yes.
Right, exactly.
This is one of the
thank you
coolest
both.
ones of the day. Thank you guys
Yeah.
for being
Thank
here.
you
And
both
thank you for
very
all
much.
you do
Wonderful.
for the
Thank you
students.
so much.
Absolutely.
Thank
Thank
you
you for
so
Such
having
an
us.
honor to meet you. Yeah.